A DEI hire specifically refers to a candidate who is brought into an organization with a focus on advancing the values of diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI, in the workplace. While the term can have different nuances depending on the company or context, here's a detailed breakdown of what qualifies as a DEI hire. Diversity generally refers to the variety of demographic and cultural backgrounds represented within an organization. A DEI hire in this sense may involve recruiting candidates who belong to underrepresented or marginalized groups. These could include racial and ethnic diversity, hiring individuals from racial and ethnic groups that are underrepresented in a given field, industry, or organization. For example, Black, Indigenous, people of color, or Latinx candidates in predominantly white industries. Gender diversity, actively seeking gender-diverse candidates including women in male-dominated fields or non-binary individuals. Sexual orientation, hiring LGBTQIA+ candidates to increase representation of different sexual orientations. Disability, hiring candidates with disabilities or neurodiversity to ensure diverse abilities are represented. Socioeconomic backgrounds, recruiting individuals from different socioeconomic classes or those who may have had less access to traditional opportunities due to their financial background. Cultural and linguistic diversity, bringing in people from diverse cultural or linguistic backgrounds who bring unique global perspectives. Key focus. The idea behind diversity is to create a workforce that mirrors the variety of experiences and identities present in society, thus enhancing innovation, creativity, and problem-solving. Equity involves ensuring that everyone has access to the same opportunities and resources, particularly for historically marginalized groups. In the context of hiring, equity means removing barriers, taking steps to remove structural barriers that may prevent underrepresented groups from applying, such as biases in recruitment, hiring processes, or performance evaluations. Equal opportunity, ensuring that everyone has an equal opportunity to apply for roles and be promoted regardless of their background. This may include revising job descriptions, outreach efforts, or selection criteria to ensure they are inclusive. Support for success, offering accommodations, mentorship, or training to individuals from marginalized groups to level the playing field. For instance, providing language support, flexible work hours for those with caregiving responsibilities, or mentorship programs designed to support underrepresented employees in advancing their careers. Addressing pay gaps, ensuring that employees from different backgrounds are compensated fairly for their work. Addressing pay disparities that may exist along lines of gender, race, or other factors. Key focus. The goal of equity is not just equality, but ensuring that all employees, especially those from marginalized backgrounds, have the support and resources they need to succeed and thrive within the organization. Inclusion refers to fostering a workplace culture where everyone feels they belong and are valued for their unique perspectives, regardless of their background. A DEI hire focused on inclusion might be someone who promotes inclusive practices, a candidate who actively contributes to creating an environment where diverse voices are heard and respected, where different viewpoints are seen as assets, leads DEI initiatives. Many companies hire DEI specialists or consultants to lead diversity and inclusion efforts, such as employee resource groups, unconscious bias training, or inclusion workshops. Fosters belonging. A DEI hire might be someone who plays a role in mentoring or supporting underrepresented groups in the workplace, or someone who implements policies and practices that foster an inclusive culture, like flexible holidays, mental health support, or non-discriminatory language. Cultural competency. A hire who is skilled in managing or navigating diverse teams, ensuring that all employees, regardless of their background, feel valued and can contribute to their fullest potential. Key focus. Inclusion is about creating a culture where differences are celebrated, where people from all backgrounds feel they can be their authentic selves without fear of discrimination, exclusion, or bias. Intentionality in recruitment. DEI hires are often those that companies intentionally recruit to meet DEI goals. This doesn't mean that candidates are hired solely because of their demographic characteristics, but that companies take proactive steps to diversify their teams. It involves targeted outreach, actively reaching out to diverse talent pools, This can include partnering with organizations, schools, or networks that serve marginalized groups, or making sure job postings are placed in venues that reach a wide range of people. Blind recruiting. Reducing biases by anonymizing resumes or removing demographic information from the recruitment process to ensure that hiring decisions are made based on skills and qualifications rather than unconscious biases. Inclusive job descriptions. Crafting job descriptions that avoid biased language and that encourage a broad range of candidates to apply, including those who may not fit the typical mold for a given role. Leadership and strategy. Some DEI hires may focus specifically on leadership roles designed to drive and implement DEI strategies. This includes DEI directors or managers. These are individuals whose role is to lead the company's DEI initiatives. They might focus on developing strategies for recruiting diverse talent, improving employee retention across diverse groups, or creating a culture of belonging. DEI consultants. External consultants or experts hired to assess the company's current DEI practices and recommend strategies for improvement. Chief Diversity Officers or CDOs, high-level executives responsible for overseeing and directing the company's DEI efforts, reporting directly to the CEO or other top leaders to ensure that DEI initiatives align with overall business goals. The role of DEI in business strategy. While DEI hires are often associated with social justice and equity, they also have practical benefits for the business. Research shows that diversity improves creativity, decision-making, and financial performance. Thus, DEI hires may also be motivated by business objectives such as global perspectives. Hiring individuals who have global or cross-cultural experience can help companies expand into international markets. Innovation and problem-solving. Diverse teams are often more creative and innovative because they bring different perspectives to problem-solving. Employee satisfaction and retention. A commitment to DEI can improve overall employee satisfaction and reduce turnover, especially for employees who may have historically felt marginalized. Conclusion. A DEI hire is not just a person from a marginalized or underrepresented group, but someone who contributes to the organization's efforts in promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion across the board. These hires might be individuals who bring lived experiences, expertise, or a commitment to making the workplace more diverse, equitable, and inclusive. They can be recruited into leadership roles, entry-level positions, or specialized DEI roles that drive systemic change within the organization. Would you like more specific examples of how companies are implementing DEI strategies in their hiring practices? Or how individuals can position themselves as candidates in DEI-focused hiring processes?